Hi everyone, and welcome to my first ever long form YouTube video. Now for this video, I thought I'd do one of my favorite looks ever, and I've been really trying to perfect it over these last few weeks. And it's just that natural glowy summer makeup look that you see like all the it girls, all the clean girls wearing. They just look so glowy, so summery, so fresh. Like I really want that and like get the coverage I want, get the color I want on my cheeks and my lips, but like just not too much, but like just the perfect amount. It's like right in between. It's like it's not no makeup, but it's not full glam either. So first, the most important thing, like everybody will tell you, is skin prep. So I already did a lot of moisturizing skincare. My skin's been more dehydrated, so I've been skipping my more like acne skincare sometimes if I feel like my skin needs more hydration. So one of the things I went in with was the Fenty Skin Fat Water. I just have a little mini of this. This is the Hydrating Milky Toner Essence one. So this is just like a super hydrating essence, just to kind of help the rest of your skincare penetrate even deeper and get more moisture out of. And this step I mix up a lot because I have a lot of different serums, but since I'm doing this for makeup prep, I went with this one because it kind of has that tackier base, so I thought it would be really good for skin prep. This is the Glow Recipe Watermelon Niacinamide Dewdrops. I'm sure you've seen these before, but I've rediscovered them in my collection and I've been really liking them. It feels so hydrating on my skin. It has some really good ingredients that also will help with acne because of the niacinamide. And then I locked that all in with my First Aid Beauty Ultra Repair Cream. You guys already know I have this in my little Dollar Tree bottle just to make it easier to pump out. But this is just my tried and true moisturizer. It has got me through so many acne treatments that I don't feel my skin would be able to tolerate otherwise. And then lastly, I've been loving to incorporate this eye cream into my routine. I think the brightening eye cream would be really great for this too. I really want to buy that one, but I just got this caffeine one and I have really dark circles under my eyes, so I've just been trying this to see if the caffeine can really like wake up my under eyes and add a little more brightness and maybe get rid of some of that darkness that I have under my eyes. But also this is just a really nice thin hydrating formula, so it's not going to be too thick to wear under makeup and make your concealer crease and run everywhere. And then lastly, I've been putting a little bit of hyaluronic acid on my lips too, also from the Inky List, and just to lock it in with any kind of lip moisturizer, any kind of lip balm. This is the Laneige Lip Sleeping Mask. I'm sure you've seen this as well. I've been trying this. I love my CO Bigelow Night Balm. I love the Rhode Lip Treatment. Just any lip treatment that you love. Aquaphor, I love anything. So just seal that in. I've been putting that hyaluronic acid to really like sink in, and then put the lip balm on top to really lock in that moisture and act as an occlusive barrier. So yeah, that's my skin prep. So that's super important because you want your skin to be super hydrated under this. If you don't have it nice and hydrated, it's not going to look glowy under your makeup. I also just recently bought this beige cosmetic case, and I got the beige color because I think that's just iconic. I got beige and the other things I bought from them as well. But I've just been loving this bag. It is so big, holds so much, as you can see. But yeah, so my next tip is your sunscreen, and your sunscreen is going to help you look really glowy, add some moisture to your face, and just make the whole look come together. So I've been really loving this one when I want a lot of moisture, a lot of dew on my skin. This is a Naturium Dew Glow Moisturizer SPF 50. This one's great. Like I said, you can use it in place of moisturizer. I've just been doubling up because, like I said, my skin's been feeling more dehydrated. And when I'm going for this look where I want the ultra glowy, perfected skin that's like basically soft glam makeup, a little bit less than soft glam. I don't know, it's so hard to describe, but I just want a really hydrated, glowy look. So I'm gonna double up on the moisturizer and wear a moisturizing sunscreen that will give me that dewy look. Make sure you're using enough to cover your face and neck, and don't forget about your body either, because I'm really good about like, I'll put my face sunscreen on and then I'm like, oh my god, I didn't even put any on my body, so I have to like run back and put some on. But yeah, I really love this one. It feels so moisturizing. Like I said, I can use it in place of moisturizer if my skin's not feeling too dry that day, and it just gives a really nice dewy glow, but it's not too greasy at the same time. So just using that. Again, make sure to blend it well. I try to cover my ears. Make sure you go over your eyes. This is a chemical sunscreen. I know some people can't tolerate chemical sunscreens on their eyes, but I have no problem with it. So do whatever works best for you. You might need to use a physical mineral sunscreen. Yeah, that's the first part. And then what I've been doing for some extra glow is using this e.l.f. Sun Touchable Whoa Glow Broad Spectrum SPF 30. It's sun protection and makeup primer in one. This is a dupe for the Super Glow Screen, which I also like, but I've been using this as a highlighter because sometimes I don't want the glowy pearlescent mica look. Like I have texture on my forehead, and so sometimes that'll really emphasize it and make the makeup look more heavy. But I've just been using this as like underpainting, like for a little highlight look, and you're getting extra sun protection, so why not? So just on the high points of my face, just putting this on my cheek, putting it like bridge of my nose, a little bit on the cupid's bow, just like anywhere you would highlight, just putting a light amount of this on top. Even a little bit under my eyes because like I said, I don't have that brightening eye cream at the moment, so I think this could add a really nice pearlescence to kind of reflect the light and cancel out some of that darkness. You can see that adds a really nice glow on top of the glow we already have. Please excuse my dog, she's digging on my bed. Don't know what she's digging for, but I hope she finds it. Go back and forth so much on if I want to do just a concealer base and skip foundation, or if I want to do like a skin tint along with the concealer, and I feel like that just goes into like what you're feeling that day. So I've been mixing it up and just doing what feels best for me that particular day, what I'm feeling, if I want more coverage, whatever. Today I'm going to see the Barbie movie. That's why I have my pink Barbie shirt on that I got from Hollister, and I got a sample of the new Hourglass Veil skin tint, and I really liked it last time. I have the shade 7. It looks so nice and sheer and glowy, and I really liked how it looked when I wore it, and it wore really well. And like my T-zone can get pretty oily, not super oily, but not dry either, so it will produce some oil, especially out in this 100-degree plus weather here in Texas. So I really like to blend this over that area because it will not cake up and look heavy throughout the day. Next, I'm gonna go with my concealer. This is a new concealer that I've been loving. This is the Tarte Shape Tape Radiant, and I got the color Medium Sand. I really like this shade. I'm gonna let it sit for a minute. I just put that on my little dark spots there. I can probably put a little bit on my chin. I know it says it's radiant, but it's not like shimmery. It just has a glow to it. But I'm gonna set it down with powder, so I don't mind putting it on my spots. So while I'm letting this sit, I forgot to do primer, but if you really like, you need your makeup to last all day, I'm just going out for the evening, so I don't really need it today. But I have the Milk Hydro Grip Primer. This one's really great for added moisture and just gripping onto your makeup really well. e.l.f. also makes one, their Power Grip Primer. I have the niacinamide one. That one's really great too. So any kind of gripping primer that's just gonna help your makeup last is really important. With these kind of looks, we're gonna be wearing them all day long because this light makeup can tend to wear off a little bit faster than more heavy duty makeup, so a gripping primer is the way to go. A damp sponge. This is the Miss A Paw Paw sponges. You can get like a 6-pack for less than $10 on Amazon or from the Miss A website, and I think they're such good quality. They've become my favorite, so I have a bunch of these as backup because I bought that big pack for super cheap. I'm gonna show y'all like some of the extra steps I do, but of course on like days where you don't want to do all these steps, you can totally skip them. If I'm like in more of a hurry and don't want to do a ton of makeup, this is something I'd skip, but I think it's really fun. I also got the Born This Way Ethereal Light Too Faced Concealer, and this is in the shade Graham Cracker, and right now it's a pretty like brightening shade on me, so I'll take that like kind of where people go to highlight with their concealer. And just to bring a little bit of light back to the face, I know people do it like in the center of their face as well, but that always ends up like looking heavy on me no matter what concealer I use. So I just stick to putting it to brighten up the eye area. Bronzer, I think any cream bronzer would be great for this, but this Makeup by Mario Soft Sculpt Transforming Skin Enhancer, I have the shade Light Medium, is really great because it's supposed to be like a veil and be really natural. Like you can use it on bare skin as well, so even if you don't wear the skin tint, this is gonna go on really nicely. Taking my double-ended Dibs brush, I was gonna tap off the excess. It's the cream product, but as you can see, it just adds like a little bit of color, but it just looks really natural. You're not gonna get like that streak of color. It's not super high coverage. It's gonna look really nice and natural. For blush, I switched this up a lot as well. I feel like you can use any cream, liquid blush, anything would be beautiful. I'm going with one of my pinky blushes. This is the NARS Orgasm Liquid Blush. I'm grabbing a stippling brush. This is the Real Techniques 444 Filtered Cheek, and just popping that on my cheek. As you see, ooh, that looks like it matches my shirt like perfectly. But honestly, any blush would look great for this look, any cream or liquid blush that you love, especially more like on the sheer to buildable side. And lastly, if you want to add any kind of highlight, this changes all the time, but I have been loving my dipstick for a while. Since this is a more pinky toned look, I'm gonna go with High Road Highlight because it's a more rose gold shade, and I just like to take a little bit of that on my finger and then just pat it on the tops of my cheekbones. Just whatever excess I have just on the bridge and tip of my nose. my cupid's bow around my chin and above the brow. To set the skin, you can use just one light layer of powder if you need it. So one of my favorite powders for my under eyes is the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish Powder in the shade 1 Fair. I've used a whole one of these before already, and I primarily just save it and use it on my under eye with a sponge, and that really locks my concealer. It's gonna look really nice and smooth. When I'm doing like full glam makeup, I'll take a brightening pink powder and do some more powder under the eye, and then take it on a brush and like run it under my eye. But I'm just using the same powder to keep it a little more simple, a little more natural. I don't need all the brightness because I'm not doing like any heavy contouring or anything like that. All over my face, I've been loving the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish Powder. I have the shade Medium Plus, and I just take powder brush. This is from the Makeup by Ariel Morphe collab, and I'm just patting that across my forehead because I do get the most oily there, into my cheek, and just all over my face basically. This is the Persona Bubble Blush. I'm just taking this on this Makeup by Ariel brush from the same collection, and it's super sheer. It looks super intimidating in the pan, but it just adds some really nice brightness to your face. It's not crazy pigmented like other blushes are, and that's what I really love about it. Okay, so lately for my brows, what I've been using is the Rare Beauty brow pencil. It's their new one. I got the shade Rich Taupe. Okay, now I just filled in my brows with that brow pencil as usual, brushed them out, and then I'm gonna use the Kosas Brow Pop, or it's the Kosas Air Brow Clear Brow Gel. I've been really liking this just to set my brows in place. This is not going to give them a super harsh laminated look, or at least that's not what I'm going for. I just want them to be brushed up and held in place all day. Okay, now that brows are done, we can move on to eyes. Now, you can really do anything. You can even do no eyeshadow. Sometimes I just do no eyeshadow, but I love to put a little bit of an inner corner highlight on. So today I'm just taking this Hourglass palette. I actually got this with the Nordstrom anniversary sale. It's their, let's see, Mood Exposure, Luminous Bronze Light, and Luminous Light palette. These are all existing powders that you can buy individually. And I'm just gonna take a crease brush and put some of this powder bronzer. This is what I would use on top if I wanted to amp up my cream products that I use for bronzer, blush, highlight. I would use this palette because it's really nice and sheer and glowy. I have the Rare Beauty highlight in the shade Exhilarate, and I did repress mine because it did break, but I have a video here on my YouTube channel, on my shorts, as well as on TikTok and Instagram, so wherever you want to find me, of how I fixed it. So if yours broke too, check that one out. I've been loving the Tower 28 Make Waves mascara. So the eyelash curler I've been using for a while is this Shiseido eyelash curler. I feel like this makes my eyelashes look so long and separated, as you can see here. Also, since this is such a natural, glowy, summery makeup look, you really can just throw on a lip balm and be good. I'm just really extra and like to do complicated lip combos, especially for the photos, but throughout the day, obviously, this is gonna wear off nicely and you'll just be left with a nice glossy look, which I think is most important. But for this look, especially since I am going to see the Barbie movie with it, I want to use this Charlotte Tilbury lip cheat. This is her Super Size Me pencil. This is one of my faves. It's just like the iconic nude, but it's a pinky tone. So I love the formula. I love the shape it gives to my lips, but just in more of a pink tone rather than a contoured tone. I'm just lining the perimeter of my lips with this pencil. It's really close to my natural lip color too, which I love. Kind of lining the outside and then coloring the edges in a little bit. And then just for a little pop of that more bright Barbie pink color, I am going to use a little bit of this Valentino liquid lipstick. I'm just gonna put a little bit here. Looks super bright, but you can blend it out. It looks really cute and soft. I feel like that matches my look really good. And then just for a little bit more fun, this is really pretty sheer, but this is Summer Friday's Lip Butter Balm in the shade Pink Sugar. It just adds the slightest pink tint on top. I feel like that goes with my shirt so well. And the blush, such a cute look. I love how this came out. But again, you can switch up the blush, you can switch up the eyeshadow, lip color, but the base and the skin is what's most important for this natural glowy look. You can even add freckles. I'm not really too much of a freckly girl except for like one here and there, but that would be really fun if that's something you do. Ooh, and to lock it in, I will use my Milk Makeup Hydro Grip Setting Spray. This is really easy to just throw on top. Any long-lasting glowy setting spray, I love that this does both. So yeah, this is the look. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know what you want to see. I will link all this down below in the description box, like on my link to know it or something, so that you can find all these products and shop through my links. That helps me out. It's an affiliate link, so I make a small commission off of it if you buy through my link, and I would really appreciate it, but no pressure. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this look. Let me know what else you want to see from me, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye!